Stranded Deep. This game has been around since 2015, and while some things haven't changed much about it, others have changed completely. And now, in 2020, they finally released the update with the end game content. So in today's video I'm going to show you what it is all about, how you can actually finish Stranded Deep, and what you need for that at the very least. So let's dive into it. In order to keep this video short and to the point, we will completely ignore the survival part of this game. If you want to see a survival-ish approach on this, I recently did a live stream where I finished the game completely legit. I know, but we don't have time. So when only focusing on how to finish the game, the first thing you want to do is to locate the brand new island with the ginormous carrier shipwreck. Now you can obviously go to the cartographer menu and there just check out where it is in your world, or you play the game, do some island hopping and eventually just discover it on the horizon. And honestly, that gave me goosebumps when I first saw it. It's ginormous. So after admiring it from afar, up close and mid-air, because gravity is a tomorrow problem, it is time to check out the insides of it. But other than very confused seagulls, so far you will not find much in here just yet. Rooms are filled with rubble, no doors you can open other than this one. Which, along with some very scary music, gives us one of the very few cinematic movements in the game, as well as our final objective. The plane we need to prepare and repair in order to escape this actually very beautiful place. Not this place right here, but all the islands and all the, you know what I mean. The things that are missing here is water, food, and speaking of the plane, actual fuel, pedals for steering, the engine, and the part of the propeller. So let me show you the very basic necessities you need in order to complete this, and with it, the game. So the very minimum requirements to complete the game you see right here on screen. Building level 4, the others don't matter too much, where hunting level helps when fighting the bosses. Yes, you do have to fight the boss monsters. But as far as materials go, these here in the screen are ideal. Around 20 or so sticks, you definitely need 2 planks, at least 2 stone tools, more are better obviously, at the very least 2 leashing, but I would recommend 12, yes 12. At the very least 2 jerrycan, 3 are better. You need 2 pieces of clay, which means you need 2 leather and a stick, and 2 of these stone tools in order to craft a pickaxe in order to mine the clay. And you will need at the very least 3 rocks. The rest of these materials you need to build the fuel station, for which you have to be level 4 in building. We start this with a fire, which we then turn into a fire pit, which with the help of all of these materials, we turn into the fuel station. I would recommend gathering 8 potatoes. I think 7 can be enough, but 8 would be better. You need 4 to fuel this guy one time, and he will produce a bit more than a jerrycan. And we need 2 jerrycans filled with fuel in total to get the plane running, which is why I recommend you finding 2, so you don't have to make the trip back and forth. 2 more sticks turn into the kindling we need to get this guy going. And while he does, let's talk about the other things we need. One of them is food. I'm standing right on it, I was searching for it. Food! So if you can gather these guys, great. These are the ones I literally just found. This ship is your best friend. These light ships, they have so fantastic resources. You can find buoys for crafting a raft, which will increase your building level, and you will need the raft anyways. It'll make fighting the monsters a lot easier. So if you find these big ships, definitely go for food ratios as well. Go for them wherever you can find them. But also don't throw away your spoiled food. Spoiled food works for the food rations we need for the plane. At least in the current version. 10 coconuts and 10 leashings, and yes, if you do island hopping, getting 10 leashings is really easy. We will turn into 10 coconut flasks. And if we do it like this, then each of them comes pre-filled with water. And we need 10 in total in order to prepare our water supplies for the trip. So food, water, fuel. That only leaves the parts that are actually missing for the plane. There are 3, because we have 3 boss monsters. Yes, we have to fight the boss monsters again as we did earlier when we wanted to craft the gyrocopter. Gyrocopter parts are now scattered throughout the world, and apparently there's one that you can only find in the final destination of the game. I haven't found that though. But these 3 parts are linked with the monsters. The Great Abaya holds the engine part to our plane. However he does that, his fight is the easiest by far in my opinion. You can just swim to this corner on his ship right here. He will never be able to reach you there. You wait until he passes by, hit him, go back and over until you sadly kill him and get the engine part. The battle with the Megalodon is a bit tougher. You can use the giant whale carcass, which he is feeding on, as sort of a platform, which is as gruesome as it sounds. But he can fly as Megalodons do, so long range weapons definitely help here. He holds the rudder part for our aircraft. And the final one, my personal arch nemesis, Luska the Great. If you want to take him on in survival, try to build as big as a raft as you can and bring a lot of ranged weapons. He's holding the missing propeller part of our aircraft. However, he got his very long arms on that one. So when everything is ready, you have these 3, you have your 10 water, you have your a lot of food, and you have your 2 full cans of gasoline or oil or fuel, whatever this produces. It is time to hop on the raft and sail over to your island. If you haven't been there already, I haven't. And if you're lucky like me and do it in the storm, then this even sets the mood properly. Why do I think Inside mood is good for this? I'm not entirely sure, but I think it is. So here we are with all our preparations ready. Getting the water, 10 pieces of it coming right up. There we go. Objective number 1 complete. Getting the food. I'm not entirely sure if one of these ratios is a big or a small food portion. I think it's a big one. Here we go. Food done. Our 2 filled jerry cans, which go right into the wing where the engine is, I guess, or the fuel tank. There we go. Let's leave them on the plane. I wonder if this is gonna do anything. And then we just need the 3 parts from the 3 monsters. The propeller, done. The engine part, done. And these pedal kind of things which will control up and downwards steering. Here we have it. The completed and ready airplane. Yeah, he's agreeing too, even though he's making very weird sounds about it. And our objective is to go home. So without any further ado, we are not scared. We want to get going. Sun is adjusting for a cinematic shot. We open the cockpit and get in. Once again, it's a cinematic view. Okay, the jerry cans are still there. Let's see what'll happen to them. Do you see the rubber ducky? I like this. Once we're settled in properly here, he fiddles with the controls, feels good about himself, and we can start our machine. Rotor is spinning up. It's looking good, sounding good. Time to close the cockpit. It sounds better now, not so loud. Pulling this lever because I'm sure it does something. Oh, it actually, oh no, jerry cans. Goodbye. This turns us for our launch pad. Getting ready for takeoff. Speeding up the engine. And all we have left to do is engage the rope that'll catapult us forward. And off we take. And here we are. And it's phenomenal. And we're plumbing. Whoa, we got this. We got this. Okay. Okay. Goodbye, islands. Goodbye, Pacific. Welcome home. Or at least that is what you might think. Because 3 hours later, it's got to nighttime. We're a bit confused about where we are. These instruments might not be working. We might not know how high we are. Difficult to judge. I'm not a pilot. I'm happy I can keep this thing in the air. Oh! And this is their ending. We crash into another plane and cause the next person to get stranded. As long with us maybe dying? What happened to us? Once you've finished the game like this, you can not only admire your quickest escape value of apparently 2, I guess that stays. When starting a new game now, you can choose to have a starter crate. What's in the crate, you ask? I don't know, let's find out together. This part of the video is brought to you by Toshiro Yurinmaru, who reminded me that this is actually a thing in the game now. Thanks, man. I don't really see a starter crate yet. Oh, there it is. This is right here. It was too obvious. Oh wow, it's an actual literal plastic crate. Oh, cool. I bet you the rubber ducky is going to be in there, but what else? Let us find out. A carbon spear gun. The rubber ducky is amazing. With carbon spear gun arrows, an actual machete, a flashlight and sunscreen. Hey, this is... Whoa. Whoa, I feel like a ninja. Nature, you better beware of me now. Okay, this is... I somehow expected more. Sunscreen! Oh, just what I needed. I think it is endless too. We now have the sunblock effect. Oh, and you can see that on our skin. Can you see it? This is amazing. Flashlight. Whoa. Whoa, we need nighttime to check this guy out. Let us see. Oh, it's actually quite normal. Not entirely sure why this is such a special item. But what about the carbon spear gun, which is invincible? Oh wow, this machete isn't though. An invincible carbon spear gun. I think this is the model from the very early days when they already had a spear gun in the game, but took it out because they weren't happy with it. So I have 4 shots of this. Let's just go for this guy. I cannot shoot it. Oh, like so. And it's gone. It's gone and I'm drowning. So yeah, I'm not sure.
It's been such a long time since you visited me.
Hi.
I'm so happy to see you again.
Lose these.
Ow!
Sorry, Stinker. It's
That
for
was my
science,
bum.
okay? I think I lose these.
Ow, that was my nose.
Oh, sorry. Lionfish? But I think they are gone once they are gone. My brain never stops to amaze me. Yeah, that's it. He just has them all in his nose.
It's nose piercing.
Yeah, exactly. I would assume we can't craft these. Let's try if it can be loaded with normal spear gun arrows. Oh, building level 5. Nope, we're not gonna try it. We're just gonna assume that it is a thing. I do not have time to level up to level 5 again. I need to get this video done eventually. So that is it. That is the ending of Stranded Deep. What do you think about it? And most of all, are you impressed with me? Why? Why, you ask? Because I literally called this ending half a year ago. Admittedly, slightly different, but basically the same. Craft a flying vehicle, crash into the next plane you can find, and start all over. You don't believe me? I will gladly provide you with proof. Oh! It just went out. And we do have fuel in there. Now, can I do this? I can. Can I do this? I can! Get out of here, let me sleep so it's morning. Actually, I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait. I will go. We will go right now. Who's gonna stop us? No one! Look at me go! Look at me go! Go higher! Higher! I need to go higher! We are so out of here. Civilization has us back! Higher!
So, Thomas, how long is it gonna be till we arrive?
Still a couple of hours, ma'am. We are literally in the middle of nowhere right now.
Oh, great. Wake me up an hour before we get there, okay?
Sure, will do. We have something weird on the radar here. Something is coming up from the... Wait, what? No, wait, this is... Higher! Higher! Are you kidding me? Well, so you come here often?
One more word and I will hit you.
What do you think now of my ending? I have to say I like it better. It has hope. There are 2 people now instead of possibly a lot more corpses. A lot of questions are unanswered with this ending. Where do the monsters come from? Why do we have to kill them? How did they get the parts from the plane inside of their bodies? But please keep in mind that this is the experimental branch of the game, so quite likely the developers will do some changes before it goes into the final version. And I'm excited for this, because altogether, the whole plane scenario, that is great. You have to make use of pretty much every game mechanic in order to get the plane going. I really like that. And I also hope that you enjoyed it. If you did and you want to help out the channel, you can hit the like button down below. And if you want to see more silly content like this, you can hit the subscribe button. I hope I will see you in the next one, and have a great day.